Florida versus Auburn um, Final Four game. About 14 minutes left in the first half. Um, uh, it's really exciting. Back and forth action. Waiting on the commercial to come back. Okay, we back from commercial. So Auburn has made a special run to the Final Four. The number one seed, Florida, has made a special run to the Final Four. Number one seed. So we back from commercial. 16-14, Auburn up. 14:31 left. Again, fast pace, breakneck speed action. You know, players just zipping back and forth. 3 pointers going down. So here we are, Florida, down by two. Clayton Jr. inbounds to, is that Condon? It's dumped to Elijah Martin. Elijah Martin gives it back to Clayton. Elijah Martin will make a cut and move to the basket, throw it up, and get fouled. Elijah Martin will go to the free throw line. So, just checking this game out, man. Trying to see who's going to make the national title game for the men's. Elijah Martin preparing to go to the free throw line, getting himself together to go to the free throw line. Shoots his first free throw. It is all good. It is all gravy. Janai Brown sitting on the bench getting the rest right now. Elijah Martin with another free throw. He switched both. Let's go. So it's a tie game again. The lead has been going back and forth. We had a couple of ties. Here come Will Richard checking in from Florida. Again, we knotted at 16 and there's 14 minutes left in this first half. You got Pettiford, the fabulous freshman, bringing the ball up. Oh, he gets Dylan Cardwell wide open under the rim for a slam dunk. And Auburn goes on top by two. 14 minutes left in this first half. Walter Clayton Jr. out by the logo. Threw it to Hall. Hall's pass intercepted and knocked out of bounds. They showing how Pettiford, Taha Pettiford was able to probe and catch Cardwell wide open under the rim. He was so open he could have ate a Subway sandwich. He deposits the dunk. And Auburn is up two. Where we at right now? 18-16, y'all. Auburn with a 2-point lead. 13:55 left. It's been action. It's been action forth, back and forth. Florida, Denzel Aberdeen trying to inbound. He almost got a 5-second. Got it into Walter Hayden. He being trapped. Walter Clayton was being trapped. Dumped off to Aberdeen for a 3-pointer all by itself. He missed it. Now he slashes inside, looking, probing. Condon gives it to Thomas Hall. Hall, top of the key. Now, left corner. Not quite left corner, but giving back to Thomas Hall. Thomas Hall will go inside and score off the glass. Tough shot. On the right baseline. Pettiford bringing it up. Gives it to Dylan Cardwell, who doesn't, not a 3-point threat, but he will pass inside. Gets it to number 31. 31. Sweet right hook, and it falls. Can't nobody get no separation in this game. It's a 2-point lead. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, hit that like button. What's going on, Moses? Who's this? Walter Clayton Jr.? Oh, with a bad 3-pointer. Way off. Something that Walter Clayton Jr. doesn't normally do. Miss shots like that. So Pettiford, been a brilliant surprise for this Auburn team. He's a freshman. He got the ball. He was dribbling by the logo, gave it to Cardwell. Cardwell gave it right back. Denver Jones for a long three. That thing misses. It's going to stay with Auburn, though. Ball out on Florida. Yeah, y'all, what's going on? Just checking out this Auburn game. That's pretty much all I'm doing right now. Just checking this out. The Duke game. I'm going to be watching that full attention. I'm not going to call that one, but I will be watching that. I guess you saw what happened to UCLA yesterday in Moses. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. That was quite painful. Pettiford inbound. Broom top of the key. Let me keep up here. Baker Mazar got it. Now he on the top of the key. Broom is on the left baseline, moving around. They trying to back down. Who was that? I forget his name. Chimike, some Chimike something. He tried to back him down. Shot miss. Uh, that's Condon who threw it to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. He uh, dancing on the baseline, left baseline, back to Condon. Condon looking for somebody to come off the pick and roll. It goes to Will Richard. Clock is under 10. Richard gives it back to Condon. Condon looking to make a move. Gets his shot blocked horribly by Broom. What was he thinking? He went up and got swatted like a broom by Broom. Patterford dancing and rocking with the ball. We'll give it to Baker Mazar. Baker Mazar to 31. Broom. Quick pass over to Denver. Jones. His 3-pointer from the left baseline. 3-point shot was off. It looks like it was a foul on Florida. So the pace is slowed a little bit. Pace is slowed down just a little bit, but still a great game going right now. Auburn 20, Florida 18. What brings me to watch this game? Partly because Florida's been impressive. I will say, as great as the Florida teams that went back to back, I think this Florida team is more entertaining. Maybe it's just me. Like it's nothing against Joakim Noah. Uh, who was it? Okay, Joakim Noah, Al Horford. Uh, what was dude name? What was the guard slash wing? It was like Torian Green. I'm trying to think of the team. Was it Ronnie Brewer? No, Corey Brewer. Yeah, I think it's Corey Brewer. Corey Brewer. That team, I ain't had no problems with that Florida team. I just think because uh, I just think like Walter Clayton Jr.'s game is more aesthetically pleasing to watch. Yeah, Corey Brewer. I think Clayton Jr.'s game. Then you got athletes on this team like Elijah Martin. Uh, you got players on this team like Thomas Hall, who don't look like he can get busy, but he can get busy. They got a good bench. Like when you look at Florida, to me, it's just the way they play. Obviously, they probably not as good as that team, the Florida team, but to me, they're just more exciting. If it makes sense, but just on commercial timeout right now. Hoping they pick up the pace again because it was crazy for a minute. And you know, tomorrow we got UConn versus South Carolina. Who y'all got? Who y'all gonna go with? I don't know. I might go with South Carolina, although I never wanted South Carolina to win nothing, but and I don't know about UConn though. I mean, like UConn, they gave us that work, so I'm like, hey, if they win, it just shows that we lost to the best team in the country. But if South Carolina win, it just shows that what Dawn is doing is something special, and she just continuing to build her case up to try to be the goat of coaches. So I think it's going to be a great showdown, and hopefully it won't be a blowout because I say it's not so much that UCLA lost; it's the way they lost and the time in which we lost. Like you wait to the Final Four to get mollywopped. Like why would you? It'd be different if we got blown out early in the season. I'd be able to recover from that, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to recover from that beatdown. Right now they're talking to Bruce Pearl. I'm shocked Auburn made it this far, and more shocked that Houston made it as far as they did. Um, we we would have. I think we would have had all number ones possibly if Juju Watkins never got hurt. And I don't know if that's ever happened before, but all number one seeds in the men's and all number one seeds in the women. I can't tell y'all if that ever happened, but that would have been crazy if it ever happened. So Chaney Johnson is number 31. Who I'm glad they said his name because I'm like one of the players that I just don't have a clue as to who it was. So I had to call him by his jersey number. Chaney Johnson averaging 8 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, 54% field goal percentage shooting, makes both free throws. Auburn is up four. To those that wonder, I have Florida winning this game. They on my, I did like two brackets for the men. I have Florida and Duke, and I think I had Duke versus like Michigan State, but yeah, I got Florida versus Duke, so we'll see if Florida can pull this thing out. It's very early. It's 11:25. It's a 4 point game. Auburn 22 and Florida 18. I ain't concerned about Florida being down. See Elijah Martin showing off his athleticism and one chance. This kid's a hooper. A lot of these guys are like 4 year players on this team, but don't let that rock you to sleep. These are talented young men on this Florida team. Pettiford hit them all on the arm. So absolutely. Free throws. I mean, extra free throw coming for the and one attempt is good. 21-22. Broom inbound. Pettiford bringing it up slow. Over the half court line. Trying to run a play. Broom trying to shake free of his man. Broom top of the key. Y'all know I'm gonna get better with this play by play, but it's like gotta. I'm still trying to get my feel for it. Baker Mazar got a logo. Pass to Pettiford. Pettiford between the legs. Now it's back to Baker Mazar. Baker Mazar, what are you doing? Turnover. Too much dribbling. Too much thinking. Did somebody get fouled? What happened? Too much thinking. Too much confusion. Um, that was. I don't know what they was doing. I have no clue. Shot clock was going down. Like miscommunication. I have no idea. But that just wasn't a good play. Um, they looking like UCLA out there. Uh, what's that? What's this you talking about, Michelle? You say I hate both SC teams have to meet instead of the final game. Meet now. What was you talking about? Oh, you talking about this? I didn't even know you watching men's college basketball. I'm like, huh? I'm like, UConn ain't from the ACC. I mean, from the SEC. But uh, yeah, salute. I didn't know you watch men's college basketball. Who your team? Um, would you would have loved Houston versus Florida, Auburn versus Duke in the final four? Yeah, I mean I picked Florida versus Duke. Um, I'm not gonna waver from that. I mean it is what it is at this point. Um, I mean I think that's I haven't watched Houston too much. I think the only team that I haven't watched is Houston. I'm familiar with Florida. I'm familiar with Duke. Familiar with Auburn. Then again, I did watch Houston like once or twice towards the end of the season. I have watched them like one round, but just didn't pay attention enough to really. Obviously, they're number one seed, so they got to be good. But um, I definitely should probably watch the game, which I am, so I can see just how good Houston really is and what better competition for them to go up against but Duke, because Duke been knocking everybody off. Duke been doing people like UConn be doing people in the women's game. Duke been running through everybody. Somebody look good, then they meet Duke, then Duke slap them upside the head, and then it's like, what happened to that team? No, if it's official. No, Logic 56. We talking about basketball, men's basketball, and women's basketball. Women's basketball, men's. I ain't talked about wrestling. I have. I used to last year. Sometime I did some wrestling content. I really didn't stick with it like that. I mean, I do sometimes like watch wrestling, but the thing is, it's hard to follow that all the time. You talking about? Yeah, you got to keep up with SmackDown. You got to keep up with Raw. You got to keep up with NXT. You got to keep up with all the pay per views. I might as well had a separate wrestling channel. So no, I mean, I was getting some views for that, but I was like, getting some views. But if you really love it, then you will keep up with it, right? You'll do every SmackDown, every Raw recap. And I didn't realize it's a big audience for everything. I noticed that it's a big audience for wrestling on here. It's a big audience for basketball, men's, women, whatever sport. It's pretty much you could find your audience. Will Richards shooting free throws. He made the first. He missed the second. Florida got a 1 point lead. 10 minutes left. So yeah, that's just what it is. Michelle, you said my team UK. Um, I don't have a team SEC football, but I'm 10 toes down SEC. I don't think UH has the size to match up with Duke, but the defense is good. Yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. And I ain't know Kentucky. I ain't Kentucky ain't they okay. I remember the John Wall, the Marcus Cousin teams. Those was dope teams. I remember Anthony Davis when he was there. You know, if we go all the way back, hell, I remember Jamal Mashburn. Kentucky had some players. Denver Jones, normally a good 3 pointer, he been off. A good 3 point shooter, he been off. Elijah Martin, who he's been in the game the whole game so far. I just sometimes wonder like what does this Florida offense do when Walter Clayton Jr. isn't in the game and Auburn ain't getting no separation while Florida is struggling to score right now. So far, this has been a good game. Um, but yeah, UCLA will be back. I'm not concerned that we wouldn't be back. I'm not saying we're gonna fall off the map, but one thing I noticed is that you know in the midst of a blowout last year, North Carolina State got blown out by South Carolina. So sometimes it just happens to you. Sometimes it just goes down that way. The lights are too bright. You're just not ready. The nerves are too high. Next thing you know, you look up, you're down by 20. So hey, still a great season. Nobody gave us a chance to be as great as we was. Nobody would have thought we would have been atop the poll. Um, Nobody would have thought we would have beat USC and Juju in the conference championship game. 26-25, Auburn up 1, 8 minutes left. Nobody would have thought that we would have beat a powerhouse program like SC, um, number one overall seed. These are things nobody would have thought. So it was a successful season. It was very successful. So yeah, you could be upset, but ultimately you got to get over that. And after the initial reactions, you understand it was a great season, and ultimately everybody's going to be sad except for one team. So um, even if you ask me as an Hawkeyes fan, even if you make the championship game and you lose, you're still sad if you lost. So ultimately only the winner is going to be happy. Like you recognize your accomplishments after the fact. Nobody thinks right after the game like, wow, this was such an accomplishment. We did things that nobody would have thought we would have did. Like the initial reaction was like, what the hell? Why did nobody help bets? What the hell? Why was there so many air balls? Like what the hell? Like where's Kiki Rice? Like honestly, I would go for Olivia. I would rather have Olivia Miles than Kiki. Because Kiki is nice. She's great. She's a sweet person. She's genuine, but that's not gonna get it done. She's inconsistent. Her shot sometimes isn't there. She could average a triple double. She could, but she's inconsistent as hell. And 3 years of dealing with it, it's frustrating. And as a fan, I think I get the right to say that she's frustrating as hell. 6 points, 8 points. I don't care that we lost. You only took eight. You took 7 shots. Go down in a blaze of glory. Yeah, we had Lauren cooking. Lauren was cooking by herself. And the thing I noticed is like Gino was like, okay, fine, just let Lauren do whatever the hell she want. Let Lauren do whatever the hell she want. Let's shut everyone else down. I mean, Gabriella Hawkins went from she could play in the W to damn, could you even play in D2? Like it just looked bad. Maybe it was just exposed. Maybe it was just bad matchups. Maybe he's playing better athletes. Um, the preparation that Coach Corey Close talked about, I ain't see no preparation. All I saw was players who put their socks, shoes, shorts, and jerseys on and went out there and just laid the hell down. You know, even after I think for me the game was over after the first. I was like, okay, we gonna go on a run. We didn't even do that. We didn't even go on a run. We didn't even go on a run. I know this is a good game. I saw they were doing contenders play. That's why I wanted them to meet in the final game. This powerful D. What's going on, Charles? Salute, salute, Nicholas. What's going on? Um, so yeah, I mean, yesterday was more like accepting the beat down. You know, taking it for what it was. It always takes a minute, like for a fan to say, "Damn, my season is over." Like it's always that. Like even if we would have lost by 1 or lost by 50, it's always that. Damn, the season is over. Like I felt like we was about to go at least to the national championship game. But I will say this: I do get spared from the sad reality because I think if we would have played like this against South Carolina, we would have lost too. You know, and I think Don did a great job the first time around by basically bottling up bets and letting everybody else shoot. But in that game, we was able to shoot like South and beat South Carolina, but we wouldn't have. I don't want to say definitively, but I don't think we would have won. Maybe we would have matched up better versus South Carolina. But if our effort was anything like it was versus UConn, we would have been. It would have been a wrap, you know. And I think SC probably wanted UCLA because they felt like, oh, this would be the better path to a chip. But UConn gonna make you guys work for it. Definitely gonna be a fight tomorrow. But I think I'll go with South Carolina. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna go with South Carolina tomorrow. Something about Joyce Edwards. Something about Chloe Kitson. Something about Tessa. Something about Malaysia. Team is great. Charles, what's up, man? Did the Phillies win? I was watching the Phillies, but then I turned over to the Florida and Auburn game. Auburn got a 4-point lead, 6:50 left in this first half. They put Walter Clayton Jr. back in yet? Yeah, he back in. Pettiford racing across half court to Broom. Broom, wild with the ball, almost took him away. Back back to Pettiford by the Final Four logo. Dribbling, sizing up Martin. Step back three, short, and it's short. The 3-pointer is short, like Bushwick Bill. R.I.P. Still a 4-point game again. 6:27 left. The pace has slowed some, but both teams are still fighting. Championship berth on the line. Broom to inbound underneath the basket. Oh, no 13. Pettiford took the pass from Kelly. Denver Jones. That ain't no Kelly. That's Denver Jones. Denver Jones by the Final Four logo. Between the legs. Dribbling. Brings two defenders. Pettiford with a contested three. Bouncing around. Hits off. Miss. Richard to Clayton. Clayton puts on the gas. Clayton. Layup. Back to a 2-point game. Clayton he's a hooper. He got 8 points, 3 for 6 shooting. Pettiford. Pass the logo now. Dribbling. Broom with the arc. Back to Pettiford. Now it's back to Denver Jones. Denver Jones can't buy no threes this game. Now he just turned it over. It's going back to Florida. This game has been awesome so far. You think so? I think so too, Braden. I mean, one thing I noticed is like this game started, they came out like greyhounds. Each team up and down the court, it was fire. Then he slowed down a little bit. Clayton came out, got a rest. Auburn kind of controlling the pace a little bit. Tight game. I'll say that. Couple lead changes, couple of ties. This game has definitely been great, and this is what we wanted to experience yesterday from at least one of the games, but neither game was good. I don't know who shot that, but it back rimmed from Florida. Played a shot from the baseline. Auburn on the go. Dylan Cardwell pass from the top of the key to Pettiford, who's by the logo. He dribbling, taking his time. Screen came. Pettiford gets his way to the rim, make a nice difficulty degree layup right there at the rim. Um, the ball's knocked in the air from Clayton Jr. It's back down. I mean, here's Richard. Richard falls down trying to make a move. I think that's hand locked. I don't know. That probably is hand locked. Richards with a three. Richard with a three. No S. Missed it. Who's it? Here's Pettiford again. Bringing the ball up past half court. Running the play. Keeping that dribble alive. Looking between the legs. Will he try for another sweet layup? No. Ball almost thrown away. Uh, Johnson had it. Johnson went inside the paint, thought about it, moved it back out. I think that was Kelly. Now it's to Denver Jones. Denver Jones crossover move to the cup and lay up. Oh, nice and one. Manufacturing something. Can't get his 3-pointer going. And Denver Kelly is going to the. I mean, Denver Kelly. Really, I'm putting their names together. Denver Jones going to the line 4-5 for a chance at the and one. Nice shot. Come on, come on, Florida, get it together. Uh, Auburn has been doing a good job of denying Clayton the off-ball screen. I need to watch out for that more. I know he got off to a hot start though. Um, he'll get it going. He better get it going. Auburn up at 6, but you know what, Brady? I'm not worried though. I'm not worried because Florida shown they could come back. He missed the free throw. Thing rammed in and out. Hall gave it off to Clayton. Clayton gonna walk it up. Walk it up past the half court line. Let's see what you say, Michelle. In about 10 seconds. Richards, what was he doing? He wasn't even looking. That ball just got took for him like candy from a baby. Here's Pettiford. He gonna go right across the half court line again. Yeah, Auburn's kind of controlling and dictating the pace right now. Denver Jones, free throw line jump shot, ugly shot, missed it. Richards, stop dribbling. You're not that great at dribbling. Clayton Jr. making something out of nothing, as he does. Not 20. I mean, I almost said he got 29. It's 29-33. Clayton got 10 points. 3.5 left. Timeout. Over. I would be shocked if this was a blowout game for either team. I saw how they both competed during conference play to split. Yeah, I ain't see that game, but I know Auburn. I mean, I know Florida won that game. The weirdest thing of all is like I don't. How can I say that? I haven't really watched men's college basketball since Zion Williamson. But what I did do is like this year and the previous year, I've watched the conference tournaments, and that's how I got acclimated. Now, obviously, I knew who Cooper Flag was because I watched the Duke game or 2 or 3. I watched the California team play because I like California. Not UCLA. I do like the Bruins, but California Golden Bears. And so I was familiar with Stojakovic, which is Paige's son. He's a hooper, so watching California, I watched from Stanford, but I mostly watched a lot of the tournament games like SEC. Um, what's the conference? Whatever conference St. Louis play in. I can't think of it off the top of my head. So basically, mid-major conferences, because that their conference would be considered the ACC, Big Ten, and that's how I was able to learn a lot of these players. And that got me up to speed. And that's how it's like, okay, I can just look at these players and know who most of them are. And if I didn't watch the tournaments, then I'd probably be in the dark, you know. Um, yeah, Michelle, you know your women's and men's hoops. You know about Stojakovic. Obviously, yeah, he was at Stanford. Yeah, he could shoot just like his pops. Like I actually think I actually would say that he's more fluid. He can dribble. well, down 3-point shooter that was a tough player. Um, his son is, and his son actually said that. Like his dad told him, "I want you to be more well-rounded. I want you to be a good passer. I want you to be able to shoot it, of course, but I want you to be able to rebound. I want you to be able to play make." He said, "All the things I couldn't do, I want you to do them." So he kind of, I think his dad said that, and that's what Andre, his son, said. So I don't know if he. I mean, him transferring from Stanford got him a lot more playing time. But if he was playing with Stanford, at least maybe they would have, because they made it to the NIT. California didn't even qualify. Um, but do like that team. Do like the coach. I really only don't really too much cheer for Iowa men's hoops, just UCLA and California. That's pretty much what it is. So we back. But yeah, I had no idea that you was that invested to the men's hoops. Like I say, I haven't watched like religiously since Zion. Um, and why? Because most of my time I'm watching the. We going on timeout again already? Maybe it's a TV timeout. 33-29. But yeah, watching women's hoops takes up a lot of time, and watching both of them, it's kind of hard to do, especially in a tournament when they both on. See that real quick. Let me check something here. The game must be over. I bet you Philly lost. Talking about the Phillies fan. A lot of my teams is all over the place, and people be like, "What the hell? How are your teams all over the place?" Like I'm a Timberwolves fan, I'm a Phillies fan, I'm a Hawkeyes fan, Bruins fan. What other sports? Um, NFL. I'm a Cowboys fan. I was a Vikings fan for the longest time. Um, yeah, I'm all over the place. I like the Jags too, Jacksonville, but I'm just literally all over the place with my teams. Hockey is I cannot think, the Dallas Stars, and like the LA Kings too. Even though I grew up watching the Blackhawks. See the Blackhawks, I grew up watching the Bulls and the Blackhawks and the Timberwolves, um, and say St. Louis Cardinals, but that didn't like when I grew up. I was like, okay, rooting for such and such teams, because okay, this might be where I'm from. But if I like visit other places and stuff like Cali, like if I find like when I was in Minnesota, that's like a second hometown. Then if I find myself drawn to that team, I'm gonna watch that team. I'm gonna support that team. Like if I spent time somewhere growing up or whatever, it's like if I like that team, like if I like the Timberwolves and I support the Timberwolves, the Bulls. No, I hope they do well, but no. Just like when the Cubs won the World Series, like in 2017, they hadn't won it since like 27. I mean 1918, and people was like, "Oh, I'm so happy for them." I'm like, "Okay, that's not the Phillies." Okay, I'm happy for them. That's fantastic, but celebrating, buying jerseys, going out to the parade, um, no. But I do like the Cubs, though. Have I ever cheered for them? When I was a kid, I would watch them all the time, but I never felt like, oh, I'm a fan, you know. And if I have Cubs anything, it's because somebody gave it to me. That's why if I got Cubs merchandise, somebody gave it to me. Same thing with the White Sox, because if somebody give me some, I'm not going to not wear it, you know. I remember I had a Bulls keychain. I was like, all right, you know, they obviously didn't know me enough to give me a Timberwolves keychain. Stay 10 toes down. All your teams win or lose. I'm the same way. Yeah, you got to. You got to stay down. Otherwise, you just a fair weather fan jumping team. I don't know. I was trying to see. Get myself all confused up here. It should be saved in here, but I guess it wasn't saved. I was on FS1. Now back to the game. Auburn up 7. Florida 29. Auburn 36. 3 minutes. Hall wide open three. He missed a wide open three. You watching this game right now, Michelle? McCall was our coach. UK Calipari was our coach. Recruited Stojakovic. He chose to stay in California. Mm. He could have been in the NBA by now. Man, Auburn going up by 9. This ain't pretty. Come on, Florida. You can't let this get out of control on you. It's a foul. He did a good job, Baker Mazar, not letting Clayton Jr. get the line, the free throw. Get the layup. Damn, I'm all out of whack. They keep calling Clayton Jr. Knicks won, Yankees won. Dude, oh okay. Hey man, Cave, let me know if my Phillies won, bro, or did we lose? Cause I can't look it up right now. I was trying to see. I was on FS1 trying to see. I was watching that game. I clicked over to watch this one. It was like 7th inning. It was 3-1. Dodgers was up. But that's what's up. New York teams got it in the bag. But yeah, I would say this Stojakovic. I think he should. I don't know. Maybe he should stay where he at because you don't want Stojakovic to be like Haley Van Lith and be transferring everywhere. Just try to build it up with California. He got 2 years left. Mark Masson, a really good coach in my opinion. Hopefully he don't get a raw deal. Hopefully they give him time. Nobody wants to give coaches time anymore. It takes time, especially on a collegiate level, to build your program. So hopefully California will give Mark Masson a chance to try to get it right. Florida down by 9, then they down by 6. Thomas Hall makes the 3. Told y'all Florida ain't worried about going down. They don't keep on fighting. So Auburn better keep on firing away. 6-point lead, 2 minutes left in this first half. Cardwell off to Mazar. Broom at the top of the key. Why does Broom keep? I don't know why Broom keeps insist on shooting threes, but go right ahead. Clayton Jr. back trying to get active, rimmed in and out. Pace is moving fast now. Man, tip in was missed at the rim. Auburn really shook off that fraud label. Yeah, Dodgers won. Ah man. Well, at least we won yesterday. We used a 3-game set. We got a chance to try to win the series. No, we probably wasn't gonna sweep them. Going up 3-1. They went. They won 3-1. Is couldn't ain't gonna be able to sweep a great team like the Dodgers. But got a chance to try to win. This is crazy. Auburn is up by 9. Largest lead of the night. I will say, even though Florida is a good comeback team, Braden, I think they got to figure out how to, we got. It's about maybe 4 or 5. Right now, it's an 8-point lead. Auburn really been, Auburn really been, they really been balling. You see, I'm muted. I'm on mute. You said I know college basketball back up, but go back up and read my comment breaks down how I go back on local players. Oh, you seen Stojakovic playing high school out here in California. He went to damn how you say that Hizu High School. Watch Juju and Kennedy play high school championship game. And London Jones. Oh no, you didn't just say London Jones. London Jones, Michelle. Don't get me started on London Jones. Pace is going up again. Florida gonna have to focus on the second half. Don't get me started on London Jones. You're gonna steal the conversation somewhere else, Michelle. London Jones, please enter the transfer portal. Don't wait. Don't wait another minute. London Jones, please. I'm not picking on her. Well, her size is a problem. She never seen a shot she didn't like. She only took one shot yesterday. If you're not shooting the ball, you're not helping. And she can't get a shot off against UConn. She can't get a shot off against great teams. Yeah, somehow, some way she hit 5 threes against SC. But I personally think she's a liability. And I'm not being mean, but I think that she should go somewhere like DePaul. She could go to a Illinois State. London Jones could go to a Idaho, Western Michigan, a I can't even speak, Montana State. See, I'm naming all these colleges. She could go to a Cal's Bakerfield. She could go to a what's that team that Southern beat? Um, UC San Diego State. She can go any of these places, and she can cook and shoot until her heart is content. But who she can't see over anyone. So I said she can't see over. I mean, it's not her fault why we lost. But I'm gonna just keep it real, when Coach Corey Close started London Jones, I said, "Oh man, this game is going to hell." Like on the first possession, it's like London. It was just a disaster. And again, it ain't her fault. But if she can't score, she's no help. She can't play defense. Mouse in the house. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where she goes from, and I'm sure she's probably really nice, and I'm sure she's probably a great person. I don't know if he was here when Michelle, when I said I would take Olivia Miles over Kiki Rice in a heartbeat, because I know that offensively Olivia Miles is not scared. And I'm not saying Kiki is scared, but what I'm saying, what the hell is going on here? But if I was to say what's my biggest issue with Kiki, the inconsistency is just too much. It is just too much. Uh, yeah, so with that, I mean, I think we have to have. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to have. Yeah, it's 1 second. Actually, I went back. I went back like 30 seconds to be sure. Yeah, it's a 46-38 game. 8 point lead. Auburn up. I don't know. We're not at the. We're not at the half. You know, I got a problem with Kiki. Um, my biggest problem with Kiki is the inconsistency. It's just not there. I'm not saying she got to be a dog, but 7 shots is unacceptable. If you're gonna go down in the blaze of glory. That's all I'm saying. You know, and then the ball pressure. I don't. It didn't look like Kiki's handling was the best. You know, she a junior. She shouldn't be nervous. Tamia Gardner shouldn't have been nervous. She was in the Elite Eight last year against South Carolina, against your South Carolina, Michelle. And Tamia Gardner act like she was a freshman and she ain't never seen postseason play. Lauren Betts looking around like, could somebody help? Lauren Betts was looking around like, help, I need somebody, help, not just anybody, help. Like that's how I felt. Like that's the perfect song for Lauren Betts. Like it just helpless. She just didn't have no help. And you know, I think for me, if we were gonna play a heave at the end of the first half by Thomas Hall misses 8 point game, we go to the halftime. I think you know it wouldn't have looked good. Um, Official Jaguar Gator, appreciate you, It is a great game so far. Um, The Gators are hanging in there. If any team was down, and I still believed in them, it would be Florida. 8 point lead is nothing when you got 20 whole minutes left, and this game is far from over. Far from over. But Auburn continues to impress with their play and shook off the fraud label. You know, this is a legitimate team. So has to get it together. Beatles song, yeah. Um, it's it's a long road. I don't know, Michelle. It's a long road for Iowa. It's a long road for UCLA. It's a long road back. Cause see, who upset North Carolina State? I can't. Let me think. I'm talking about women's. What's going on, y'all? What's up, Doug? SG9. I mean GH9. What's going on? Jaguar Gator. Does that mean you're a Jaguars fan? Damn, who beat? Oh, LSU beat North Carolina State. See, North Carolina State is the perfect example. Last year they go to the Final Four, right? But if we look at it, they never made it back. So don't tell me UCLA will be back. Just say you guys are good and y'all still gonna be, in the postseason for women's college hoops, which we know is March Madness. So say that. Um, and you're right, man, Cave. Auburn won't they get back? You know, um, they determined not to get beat twice. However, um, I'm going to continue to ride with Florida here. I think that they're going to come out. They're going to make adjustments. I know that sounds cliche as hell, but they're going to make adjustments. Walter Clayton is going to get loose. He's going to need tons of help. Somebody's going to have to step up and show up with him. Um, Auburn has, so I think they got more scoring options on their team. It'll be a dogfight. Um, could I say that Auburn is going to pull this out for sure? No, but just as well, Florida. I think Florida will be able to make a game out of this yet, and they're not going away. But Auburn seems determined, like you say, to get revenge. But yeah, to conclude what I was saying about UCLA, there's no guarantee they'll be back. There's no guarantee. Sienna Betts is coming, number two ranked player in the country. There's still no guarantee. Um, People saying we should get like a Gianna Neepkins from the portal, but there's no guarantee in any case. But I will say is that we should be back, you know, in the tournament. And from there, we'll go as far as we want to go. It depends on how we let this drive was taking that L. So we are taking that blowout L like that. Either builds you up or you just keep falling apart. And hopefully it builds us up. We got Charles Barkley, who was an Auburn alum, celebrating his team right now. Um, Again, sitting at the halftime break, Duke and Houston up next. Can't wait to just kick back and watch that one and enjoy that. When you say you calling that game, right? As you say you calling that game, I saw your comment. Hopefully it'll be a great game. We need some great games after yesterday's games. Yesterday's games was crazy, man. In terms of lack of competition, Madison Booker picking up all them foul calls. Just a frustrating day of basketball yesterday. I mean, the Bruins game. I almost want to throw the tape away. I mean, outside of watching Betts cook, ain't nothing I could watch from that. I mean, ain't nothing I could really consider redeeming. Unless I want to watch Betts score 28 again and get no help. You know. So right now for me, Auburn, they do look like the better team, the more poised team. But Florida is known for coming back. We saw what they did to Texas Tech. We know that Walter Clayton Jr. is a clutch shot maker. You know, you do understand that Auburn has multiple scoring options. It's not just Janai Brown. You know, not Tahad Pettiford. Baker Baker Mazar, he was really getting loose, hitting threes in that first half. Denver Jones coming on late. Just so many options that you have to worry about as Florida. And again, you want to win this game. Star role players are gonna have to step up and help out Walter Clayton Jr. I don't think he'll be able to do it on his own. Um, the largest lead was 9 by Auburn. Florida Gators had a 1 point lead. Rebound battle was close. Oh wow, Florida's getting killed in the paint. It's getting great. What's going on, Purple Stick Woman? SA calling the Duke game. Yeah. What you said? Isaiah James from North Carolina State women's basketball is what is it? Stephen Castle or the Spurs? Stephon, you think so? Gators are a second half team in close games. All right, peace out, Michelle. Peace out. Can't wait for that game tomorrow. Cannot wait for that game. Oh, that's it. I didn't know that was his cousin. Oh wow. Um, yeah, she'll definitely get drafted. I'm not sure if she'll be drafted in the. She might get drafted in the first round. She's. I feel like she a fringe first round draft pick. Um, I think she does have the talent to perhaps get drafted in the first round, but later on in the first round. But yeah, I just can't wait for the second half. I don't know how long these half times are, because normally I go I disappear some when I'm not when I'm not on stream. I'll just get go do something, go grab a snack or whatever, and come back. So half times I feel like they about 20 minutes, but these things they drag on sometimes. See what else is going on. Connecticut and South Carolina, huh? Maybe that's when they played before. Oh no, they showing the old game. Oh no, that's baseball. Even though it say basketball, that's baseball. Cincinnati Reds and Milwaukee Brewers. I like both teams, but I wouldn't watch it. When I say I like them, I ain't rooting for them. Say like, you know, I like the teams, but I wouldn't watch them games. I wouldn't watch that game unless there was like nothing else on. Because I'm not familiar. Another thing is I'm not familiar with with either team like that. Baseball and hockey, I'm only familiar with certain teams. So if you ask me about other teams, I won't be able to tell. I won't be able to tell you a lick. So if you ask me about my Phillies, you know, if you ask me about teams like the Cubs or the Yankees, yeah, I can have a conversation. I used to be good enough to know players on every team, um, but not now, not so much. You know, and it's the same thing with hockey. I mean, if you ask me about players, they better be on specific teams because I don't know all these teams. I just don't. You know, I only know the teams I've been rooting for and the teams that I've been watching. And for me, whenever I've seen I watch hockey, it's only the Kings, um, the Stars, two teams I root for, and then I'm familiar with the Blackhawks and the Avs and the Capitals to a degree. Same thing with the Blues, but I don't know all players or even half the players in the league, and that's why sometimes to watch to get acclimated and learn who the players are. Obviously, I know about Ovechkin, who's tied with Gretzky. Um, his next goal, he will break Gretzky's record. So obviously, I know players like him, Sidney Crosby, the Patrick Kanes, players like that. But it's only certain teams I know players on. That's just kind of how that is. I don't watch it good enough. I mean, I don't watch it enough to know all the teams like that. Now, NBA, women's college basketball, WNBA, I can name I can name uh, two players on each team. NBA. I'm gonna have to stream that one time, and I'm just gonna come on. I ain't gonna look nothing up. I ain't gonna Google nothing. I can name two players on every team. I feel like I could. I haven't done this in probably like 5 years. I know me and my uncle used to just say, name me two players on every team. And I used to just, football, I can't do that. But basketball, I could do that. Um, Let me just see off the top of my head. Let me see off the top of my head. Bulls, let me see if I can name two players. Josh Giddey, Kobe White. Um, Let me see. Phoenix Suns, Ryan Dunn, Devin Booker. And it don't even have to be a superstar. I can name two players. Clippers, um, Zubac, Avika Zubac, and Norman Powell. Um, Let me see. San Antonio. I'm not gonna use Stephon Castle because S just used Stephon Castle. Let me see. San Antonio. Sandro Mavili, however you say his name, him and Devin Vassell. See, I can give y'all two players off of every team, at least two. Um, New York Knicks, um, OG Ananobi, and I'm trying to think of somebody. Tyler Coley. Um, Let me see who else. Milwaukee Bucks. Um, Let me see. Cal Kuzma and Andre Jackson. Uh, Indiana. Hmm, what's the dude's name? Andrew Nemhart and I almost said Buddy Hill. Um, Obi Toppin. So yeah, I mean, when it comes down to naming at least two players on every NBA team, I'm pretty good. Certain put a star in a role player. Maybe I might have to use two stars NBA Jam style. But most teams, yeah, I can name two players. LA Lakers. Um, Dorian Finney Smith and Austin Reeves. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Let me think. Let me see. Let me do a hard one. Um, what's a team that I don't watch a lot? Can't think. Washington. So with Washington, I would say Jordan Poole and Bilal Koulibaly. Who else? Did the Bulls, Denver Nuggets, um, Michael Porter Jr. and Christian Brown. I'm done most of the teams in the league, so it's like maybe not all, not even enough to say most, but it's light work, to name at least two players on every team, and I just clockwork. It's easy to do, you know. Trying to think of some other teams. You know what? You know one team that I might not be able to name nobody. Charlotte. Like if you said, bro, you can't use Lamelo. Let me think. Let me see. Can I name two players from Charlotte? Or am I gonna get stumped? Am I gonna? Let me see. Damn. Okay, Brandon Miller. That's one. Is dude still on that team that got the domestic violence charge? I can't. Let me see. Okay, Brandon Miller and can't think of no. Wait a minute. Mark Williams. Mark Williams. See, Mark Williams. That worked. Because I can't think of the other guy that had the domestic violence. But see, I don't watch Charlotte. You know, my Charlotte. I was trying to name like I've been naming two players off of every team. Cause I always said that like me and my uncle used to do that. Like he's like, can you name me two players off of every team? Cause he knew coming up, I just always been a basketball nut. So he's like, I know you can name at least two players on every team, and it's been easy work. Now obviously the teams have changed since I started this, but yeah, I mean without thinking, without pulling, yeah, Miles Bridges, him, without thinking of the player, without writing them down, without googling, without looking it up. That's why I was like, okay, let me just do it here and now. Now another team I might struggle to give you two players with is Utah. The worst teams in the league, I don't watch them. But let me see. Utah. Walker Kessler and damn, what's that? Keontae George. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, see, that's another two players. Like even the worst teams in the league. I'm not skipping. Like anybody could name you somebody from the Lakers. Anybody could pick two players from the Lakers. Anybody could name two players from uh, Boston. You know, anybody could name two players from uh, what's Denver, Oklahoma City. Um, and then like the obvious ones, if I was to say Chet and Shea, they still work. But if you really got great knowledge, you wouldn't even have to use both of them. And for Oklahoma City, I would say Jalen Williams and Isaiah Joe. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could easily like you wouldn't be discredited if you use the superstars, but if you really like a basketball aficionado, you would be able to just pick any players. You would be able to use any combination. So Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it would be easy to say like if somebody said, "Hey, pick two players from the Bucks. Give me two players from the Bucks," and you say, "Oh, Dame Lillard and Cal Kuzma, Dame Lillard and Giannis." It's like that's the most obvious. So it's like okay, I can see how you could easily kind of get that one. But when you have to think and you have to say, you know, like Andre Jackson or Brooke Lopez, who some people might be like, is he still with that team? Yeah, he's still with that team. And I think the hardest one for me was I don't know what team that was, but I just know maybe it was Washington. But in any case, yeah, two players off each team. You know, NBA Jam style is easy if you've been watching the league like that, and over the course of you know however old you might be, if you've been watching it forever, the game might change. You know, as well as the players, but should be able to name at least two players off of every team without saying, okay, let me run a Google. So yeah, we still at halftime. Sometimes I cut the stream and come back, but it looked like we're gonna be coming back, so I might as well just rock and roll this out. Boy, these games be going on forever. I don't know how you be doing it. These games be going on forever, bro. I be ready to call it quits. Cause it's like, man, the games feel faster when you just watch it. Like when you just watching the game, it feel like it go back quick. When you calling the game, it feel like it feel like 5 hours, 6 hours. These games normally only go 2.5 hours. Um, NFL game. Yeah, I know, but it just it feel like it be taking forever though. The 2 hour games, yeah, they only 2 hour games. I think a maximum of like two and a half. If if it's drug out, all the foul calls, timeouts, commercials. But unless it's OT, by 2 hour maximum, they should be done. And you say NFL games are 3 hours. Yeah, only NHL and NFL play 60 minutes. So that's facts. 15-minute quarters in the NFL, 20-minute periods in NHL. So yeah, this 40-minute game, I mean it would. Okay, so they just doing highlights. They just talking about Janai Brown showing packages, highlight packages or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Sometimes I feel like, man, this thing be running for a while. And that felt like a Super Bowl halftime. No, I'm just lying. I'm lying right there. It ain't never that long. So Walter Clayton got 14, 5 for 9. Janai Brown got 12. He 5 for 10. Getting ready to come out here. We finna see who Florida is. We finna see what Florida is all about. We finna find out who won it, who want to be in the championship game. We're about to find out. Let's get this thing started. Okay, so bring that sound down, so all the way down. It's that Real Richard inbounding. He didn't even start the first half. He started this half though. I can't say the bro name. Uh, Inside dumped into him. Anyway, he scored. Chim, Chimeze, something like that. I'm close. I hate to butcher somebody's name. I really do. Denver Jones to Baker Mazar was trying to give it to Broom. Some kind of communication took place. Some kind of Todd Golden talking about defensive pressure needs to be stepped up. 6 point game, Florida down by 6, 19 minutes. Threw it away to Dylan Cardwell. Condon just threw it away. Baker Mazar, left corner, moving around, throws up a floater. That thing is true. Ball inbounded to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. bringing it up, crossing the Final Four logo. 8 point lead again. Condon wide from the top of the key. Tried to bank it. It rimmed around and out. Florida's got to manage to stay close some kind of way. Yeah, they're a good comeback team, but they can't get too far down. Baker Mazar with the ball, dribbling, almost lost it, didn't. Denver Jones has it. He's about to find a full logo. Dribbling, keeping the dribble alive, moves it to Broom. Broom on a baseline, turns, spins, was looking for the end one, missed the shot. He'll go to the charity strike for 2 free throws. I mean, Baker Mazar, he's really just a hooper. Bottom line, he's showing a replay of him with the nice floater. He just gets the job done. That's what he does. He's just not Brown. He gonna go to the free throw line and shoot these free throws. Some people might be ahead of me by a little bit. That's cool. He shoots the free throw. It's all good. It's a 49-40 game. I wouldn't say it's time to get nervous. I wouldn't say it's time to panic. Not right now, but I would say that Florida can't let this thing get out. They can't let them get out too far. They cannot let Auburn get out too far. Janai, second free throw. He missed that one. Not really a good free throw shooter. Walter Clayton content to bring it up slowly. He crossed half court line between the legs, getting tricky with the basketball, moving around. Thomas Hall thought about it, gets it back to Clayton. Clayton tried to make a move. Again, lost the ball. I think that was Kelly. He tried to heave it over the rim, over the backboard, I mean, and it missed. Clayton Jr. bringing it down real fast. Thomas Hall contested three. It is short. Clayton with a man's man rebound and a layup and one. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. A rebound, a man's rebound over the top. See, maybe that's why Richard's in the game, because he's physical, and he gets that rebound that probably wouldn't have been gotten. Um, Richards and Elijah Martin kind of similar, just that Elijah Martin's a better athlete. He converts to and one. Florida's down by 6. They're not going away. If Auburn wants to win, they're gonna have to take this thing because Florida ain't going away. Denver Jones step back from the free throw line and misses. Rebound. Richards gets it off to Clayton. Clayton on the go. Clayton Jr. Oh, nice move. Waited for Carwell to sail by. He hits a wide open three. Clayton Jr.'s got 17. It's a 3-point game going nowhere. And like Andy Smith said, sniper's dream. That's what Clayton Jr. is. A sniper's dream. Snipe that thing from downtown. They call him Curry Jr. I call him Jr. He is himself. Richards with a steal. That was a foul. What a foul at, ref? Are you serious? It was a foul. He went up for a layup. It was well contested. I think he got hit, but there was no foul call. Are you serious? Denver Jones to Janai Brown. Janai Brown going to attempt to back Thomas Hall down on the left block, backing in. He got an old. Was that looked like goaltending? And I think that's what Bruce I almost said Bruce Weber. That's what Bruce Pearl is hot about. Elijah Martin for a three. We got a tie game, and Auburn needs a timeout. I told y'all Florida ain't going nowhere. I told y'all they here to play. This is a team that looks better when they down. They ain't look better when they lose it. Now they on a 9-0 run. It's a 49-49 game. 16 minutes left. Here's Kelly for Auburn. Off the glass, miss. Florida is on the go. They push it to the limit. Oh, Thomas Hall would have had a layup. He lost it. It's going back to Auburn. We're just before we could even blink, we got ourselves a 49-49 tie with about 16 minutes to go. 15:57 to be exact. Second half, 49-49. This thing's a barn burner, folks. It's a barn burner. I look like Obama. There's nothing about me that looks like Obama. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sometimes people come in here, I don't know what they be talking about. I brought the stand thing out. I need to try this stand, like this device stand. It might put me too far away, but I mean y'all still will hear what I'm saying just as well. Right now we are on commercial break. This game just keeps getting better and better. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna be right back. I'm finna go grab me something. I'll be right back, y'all. Right back. So yeah, we back. We back. What's going on here? Florida is up. Florida just scored a layup, and they are up back too. Walter Clayton Jr. having an amazing game right now. Here's Auburn. Janai Brown with an and one. Wow. Wow. Let's see. All right, y'all. 51-51 Brown, Mr. Free throw. Had to go find the remote real quick after I had grabbed me something to drink. Thomas Hall. Airball three from Elijah Martin from the left baseline hash 3-point shot. Airball to High Pettiford, bringing it up. Gets it over to Kelly. There's a foul on the Florida player. Denver Jones shaking up pretty bad. 14:38 to go in the second half. 51-51. 51 all. Excuse me. That belch had to be from that smoothie that I had earlier. Yeah. Trainer's taking a look at Chinyelu. Chinyelu? I think that's how I say his name. Chinyelu. So Denver Jones is up after being down. Oh, oh man, he took Chinyelu, gave him an elbow. Man, I don't think he was ready for that elbow. You can never. What am I saying? You can never be ready for an elbow. Flagrant foul. What's going on? Flagrant foul. What's going on, everybody? It's RC out there. We just talking about talking and watching some Florida Auburn men's Final Four action, and a hell of an elbow to Denver Jones gets potentially a flagrant foul for Chinyelu. Right now, he's got 3 fouls, 4 points, 5 rebounds, and the referees are deciding to review this. So they're going to take a look at this to see if anything looked malicious. And this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge because if it is a flagrant, I believe Auburn is going to get 2 free throws and a ball. And if that's the case, then, Auburn's going to have a chance here to kind of go back up and whatnot. Official review still taking place. Chinyelu pleading his case. The referees looking at the tape. Bars. Let's see what's going to happen here. These zebras always take a long time to make their call. I see Rising Rhino just went live to do the DC Defenders and Michigan Showboats. Well, Rhino should be going live in a little bit. Let's see what time it's 6. Well, he'll be live in like 16 minutes. We'll probably get to Rising Rhino. If y'all haven't, go ahead. Ruben Chinyelu. Oh, he got hit with a flagrant 1. Oh, it ain't good. If y'all have not, so it should be 2 free throws for Auburn and a foul, if I'm correct. I mean, 2 free throws and a side out. Denver, yeah, Denver Jones makes the first free throw. But yeah, if y'all haven't subscribe, make sure y'all go subscribe to Rise and Rhino. Totally loves football, so if you enjoy football, go in and get Rise and Rhino a sub. Um, Tough. That's tough for Florida. Dug their way back into the game, and now Auburn getting a chance. They made both free throws, and they get the ball. Pettiford tried to make it. Who's that foul on? Pettiford tried to make it a 5 point swing, but he missed the shot, and there was a foul on Auburn, and Florida now has the ball. Denzel Aberdeen in the game, cross half court, gives it off to Will Richard, Hill Lowton, Thomas Hall, looking for someone. Give it up. Hill Lowton, come on, do something. Denzel Aberdeen has it. Aberdeen, time is running out on you, bro. Makes the move inside, batting around, tough physical play, and the ball goes out off of Florida. Here's Walter Clayton Jr. will inbound the ball. 2 point game, guys. Florida 51, Auburn 53, 13:56. Clayton inbounds. Number 3 on Florida has it. I think that's him, Lawton. Don't quote me. Will Richard looking, travel. Is that a travel? Not too sure. In any case, it's a turnover, and Florida will get the ball back. 9 turnovers on the night for Florida. They average 13. It's a 2 point game. This is anybody's game. Florida, step it up. Auburn, they threw the ball out, right? Huh? Auburn just threw the ball away. What the hell? Did Auburn throw the ball away or not? Let's see. That was off a broom. That was definitely off a broom. Hey, cheating. Referees, don't do this. Stop cheating. You gotta stop. Refs, stop. Get some help. Damn shame. Give the ball to Auburn. They're fighting for it, for the ball. They're fighting for it. And it ends up with Richard. Richard falling out of bounds, gives it Clayton. Clayton gets it across half court between the legs. He's dancing with the rock. He's looking for somebody. There's a foul. That foul might be going the other way. Yeah, that was some kind of scramble and light tussle for the ball. He's seen with 5 turnovers this half. 13 minutes is winding down to 12 minutes. Auburn, 53. Florida, 51. Been sloppy the last few possessions. Absolutely. Um, this thing might come down to the wire, you know? It just might. It might come down to the wire. Like the feds tapping somebody, looking for a case. Broom with nothing under the rim, missing. Thomas Hall gonna bring it up. Still Aberdeen. Trap was coming. Aberdeen got it. Hall, what's he gonna do? Got Chaney Johnson on him. Gives it to number 3. I think that's Hello. Denzel Aberdeen. Trying to drive into the paint. Don't know what he's doing. And it's another turnover. This is not. Aberdeen might have to go hit the bench. I'm sorry, but it might be true. And I like Aberdeen, but I don't. He's not playing really good. Wow, the mismatch from Chaney Johnson. He scored over Clayton Jr. like it was nothing. Clayton Jr. was trying to force something, but I don't know if he had any plan there. It's a 4 point lead. It's a 12 point. It's 12 minutes to go. It's a 4 point game. It's anybody's game. anybody's game. You ask me who gonna win? I can't tell you. I would just tell you to watch. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think Pettiford got 5 fouls. The fabulous freshman on Auburn. 5 points, 5 fouls. Clayton Jr. inbounding it to Elijah Martin. Martin looking. Gives it to Condon. Condon's back in the game. His average haven't been really liking his decisions of late. Clayton Jr. forcing the three from the baseline. Come on, come on, come on. He just be making magic out of nothing. Right? I'm like, that's off. And what it do? Swish, swisheroo. If ladies and gentlemen, robots and aliens, we got a game. Here's Denver Jones making a move. Oh wow, Carwell. I don't know if they keep forgetting about Carwell, but I mean, this guy is an automatic dunk. If he's under the rim, he's an automatic dunk. Clayton Jr. making a move, trying to do something out of nothing. Clayton Jr. just scrappy, just poised, just materializes something out of nothing. And he just keeps doing it. And he just keeps doing it. 3-point lead. Nice pass, the show the replay. Nice pass from Denver Jones to Mr. Automatic Dunk himself, Dylan Cardwell. 3-point game, Auburn up. Yeah, this game, man. This game, the great game. Now I don't know if you watched the women. Did you watch the women's basketball games yesterday, Brayden? If so, isn't this what you expected to see? I'm trying to grab my drink over here. Ain't that what you asked? What I expected to see? What I'm watching right today is what I expected to see yesterday. This is what I expected. But, hey, every game is different. And it's a great game. This is really a good game right now. If you ask me who I feel like gonna win, honestly, I just don't know. We just talked about this. I have no clue. And this is why they play the game, and this is why we watch it. From over. We got about 12 minutes left of game action, and this is great, man. This is awesome. Every now and again, get a little bit of allergies or whatever get to acting up. So had to step away for a second. Come on, let's get these commercials out the way. Let's get this game back on. Let's get this game back on, y'all. I'm ready. I'm excited. Don't get me excited and go to commercial. Call a timeout. Let's go. But no, they take their sweet time on commercials. So up next, we got Duke versus Houston. I will be watching that game like everybody else. Won't be streaming that game. I kick back and watch that game. Cooper Flag versus Houston, legendary coach for Houston, Kelvin Sampson. Both teams should be fighting as hard as this one, as hard as these teams. It's the Final Four. Nobody wants to go home, which is why I was so disappointed by UCLA yesterday. Which is why I was so disappointed by Texas, because it's like, why would you make it this far and then lay ahead? Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Sue Bird, I love Sue Bird. Y'all just don't know. I love Sue Bird so much. Sue Bird, Carmelo Anthony, Danny Crawford, Billy Donovan, Dwight Howard, Maya Moore, Class of 25, Basketball Hall of Fame. They got some dope names on there, and then they got some names on there that I don't agree with, but hey, ultimately, they put the work in. Billy Donovan as well. It's a 1 point game. It's 11 minutes left. Let's go. We're approaching 10 minutes. Auburn up 1, 57-56. Baker Mazar. Back to Dylan Caldwell. He missed the dunk. I called this man an automatic dunk, and then he misses one. Did I jinx the man? Walter Clayton Jr. Turner. That shot was partially blocked. Pettiford back in the game. He tried to dump it off to Cardwell. I called Cardwell an automatic dunk, and then he missed the dunk. I think I put a jinx on this man. I spoke too soon. He might have hit that shot if it didn't get blocked. I agree. Those are the type of shots he known to switch. It's like, how the hell did you pull that one out? Bruce Pearl is fired up on the sidelines, as he normally is. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We got 10 and a half minutes to go. We got a 1 point game by Auburn, leading by the slimmest of margin. Clayton Jr. gave it to Condon. He gave it right back. Clayton tried to drive amongst the trees. Denzel Aberdeen for a 3. Nope. Chinyelu got the rebound, fumbled it away. Elijah Martin got it back. Come on, Aberdeen, give it up. No, Aberdeen. I'm so tired of Aberdeen. Anybody watching Denzel Aberdeen, well, at least he got fouled. Go to the line and make your free throws. He's not having a good shooting game. And this is a kid, I'm pretty high on this kid, but he's not having a good game today. But if he makes his free throws, all will be well. All will be well. 10:09. Shot clock for a reset. 2 shots. Here comes Denzel Aberdeen to step to the free throw line. Let's see what Aberdeen does. Can you make 2? Put your team up. He missed the first one. Damn. Aberdeen not having a good one. But let's see if he can make this. See if he can make the second one and knock this game up. He does make the second one. And now we got a tie game. Clayton Jr. gonna get a little rest. I can't imagine Todd and Golden letting him sit too long. Can't imagine that. Pettiford. Trying to make a pass to the broom. Elijah Martin showing off. Stop it, young fella. Stop it. Oh my goodness, Elijah Martin showing off from the turnover. This is a bad pass, right, by Pettiford, and he threw it away. And the last person you want to get that is Elijah Martin, who shows off his athleticism. Stop it, young fella, going up like the elevator for the dunk. And Florida up by 2. Dylan Cardwell, first free throw, no bueno. 9:40 left, 2 point game, Florida Gators. Dylan Cardwell for the second. He got 6 points and 6 rebounds. He does make his second free throw. We got a great game building. 1 point game. Florida up by 1. 9.5 to go. Elijah Martin dribbling. By the left corner. Condon drops it off to Will. Will Richards looking around. Back inside to Condon. He brought it out. Condon, what are you doing? Looking for a foul, I think. Gotta go up. Chinyelu goes up. What's going on? The shot clock should have never ran out. And then Auburn's like, why you stop it? Florida made a mad dash there and try to get that ball in. What's the call here? The shot clock should have never expired. That's the truth. The shot clock never should have ran out, period. It never should have ran out. But it was a foul. It had to be. A late foul. Oh wow, you talking about living right. You talking about living right. Chinyelu gets the lucky bounce from the free throw strike. And Florida's up by 2. Ruben Chinyelu for the second free throw. To try to make it a 3-point game. He missed the second free throw. Cardwell with the rebound. It goes to Pettiford. Pettiford content to walk it up, pass the logo. What are you doing? Gives it to Cardwell. Top key. Back to Pettiford. Players slashing and moving. Gave it to Kelly. Miles Kelly gave it right back to Pettiford. Pettiford between the legs, dancing. Gets inside the paint. Kicks it back to Cardwell. Cardwell don't know what to do with it, but gives it back to Kelly again. Kelly running out of time. They're running out of time. And a shot clock violation. And that, my friends, was a very discombobulated play by Auburn. Let's see. Indoor football just tipped off. So Florida has it back after that horrible possession by Auburn, which led to a shot clock violation. Condon almost threw it away. Had to get it back. Chinyelu Condon to Will Richard. Will Richard can't get it to drop. Can't get it to drop. Damn, I gotta clean these glass. Okay, so I'll do that probably at the break. Next stop. Janai, your game too slow, bro. He trying to back in like he got all day. That ain't gonna. I don't think that game going. I don't think that's gonna work for him on the pros. Like for Janai Broom, I don't think that's gonna work for him. Braden that slow prod and I'm gonna back you down and take 15 minutes trying to back you down. That ain't gonna work for him at the next level. This game is great, y'all. It's a 2-point lead by Florida. I say we under 9. I think we might be under 9 minutes. Ball pressure by both teams in the second half has been amazing. I think this game, I don't think you can ask for. I don't think you can ask for better. I don't think you can really ask for better than the play that we've been getting from each team. The defense has been super great, super solid. There's been timely buckets. There's been hard effort. Tremendous hustle, work ethic by both teams hitting the glass. This is how it should be for a national championship berth. This is how it should be. This is the way it should be. When it's a berth for the championship game on the line, this is how it should go down. I think it was 1990. Let's see, 1990. Let me think. It was 1998. I think it was 1998. The Rockets was playing the Jazz for a chance to get a berth to the NBA Finals. And that 7-game series was super hard fought. And the Jazz won like a game 7 when John Stockton made a game-winning 3-point shot to get back to the finals to play the Bulls again. That's how it should be. When the championship berth is on the line, that's the way it should go down. I want to take a second to thank everybody who came through. Everybody that popped in, hit the like button. Everybody that's came through, dropped a comment. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. As we Man, allergies tripping. But I appreciate everybody for coming through as we rock and roll to the end of this game here. Fantastic game. I'm glad I called this game. This game has been amazing. This game has been great. 60-58. Um, Definitely been an entertaining game, which is something you like to see, especially if you calling it. You don't want to call a game where it's like if I would have called a game last night, it just would have been depressing. It would have been like a funeral. Talking about the Bruins again. One, I probably would have been sad, mad, probably would have been cussing, fussing. Nobody wants to see that. 7:47, like the airplane. That's how much time we have left. Oh, the ball was out on. The ball was out on. Who was it out on? That's a great call. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who that was out on. Caldwell showing off his height, getting a rebound. Baker Mazar for three, and oh man, Baker Mazar don't need and nothing at all to heat up. Baker Mazar, just call him a can of sardines. You don't need to heat up. He ready to go. Auburn takes the lead back as a 1 point lead. Can Florida respond? Can Florida respond? 7 minutes we approaching. 1 point lead, Auburn. Thomas Hall driving inside. Foul. All I saw was a clean block by Carwell. I didn't see a foul. Carwell with that tough rebound showing off his height. Pettiford saw Mazar, got it to him, and Mazar dialed that thing up from long range, like he calling from Indiana to Sacramento, or Indiana to Mexico. Thomas Hall with the first free throw is good. We're back knotted up. Guys, we have ourselves another tie. Foul trouble, Pettiford 3, Denver Jones 3, Chad Johnson 3, Chingelu got 3, and Crondon, I can't say his name right. Crondon got 3. Thomas Hall makes the second free throw. Florida goes back up. We're going back and forth, guys, like a seesaw. We're going up, down, back and forth. Broom. Mazar has it. Mazar gives it up to Broom. Broom just throws that thing up to Cardwell, and Cardwell with the flush. Auburn goes back up at 1. Guys, we got ourselves a barn burner. Thomas Hall, is he going to shoot or look for somebody? Now he's driving to the cup. We'll lay it in. Wow, Thomas Hall, stop. Thomas Hall, stop. He was looking for an and one, but he just literally created something out of nothing. I mean, Florida does that. You say, what a dunk. Yeah, I mean, Cardwell, I wouldn't say that he would be a pro, but I mean, a team could actually probably use him because he rebound. He's not gonna disturb your offense. He's gonna rebound. He's gonna dunk. It's possible a team could use him, on the next level. He gives you height, he gives you rebounds. Obviously his free throws might be 50-50, but this dude, Janai Broom. But Cardwell is really solid, really super solid. And it's definitely been a great game. Definitely picked I think the other game is gonna be great too, but definitely this was kind of a spur of the moment stream. It's like, you know what? There's no women's game on until tomorrow, so let me go ahead and just check this game out. Stream it, watch it with y'all. I think it's been a great game so far. I want Florida to win, but how would you feel if they don't win? I mean, are they your pick, or this who you've been riding with all tournament? I mean, you enjoying how good this game has been played by both teams? Yeah, exactly. This was my expectations yesterday. So to get it today is better than to not get it at all. So hopefully we'll see a game like this for tomorrow's women's college championship game. Hopefully South Carolina and UConn will put on just like this. They'll put on a show, and hopefully the next game, Duke and Houston. Like, I'm tired of Duke blowing everybody out. I want Duke to win it all, but I'm tired of watching them just smoke teams. Like, there ain't nothing fun about watching somebody smoke somebody unless it's me watching like Iowa or the Fever or UCLA or watching the Cowboys, watching them beat the crap out of somebody. These are teams I root for. So, boy, these commercials be killing me, man. These commercials add another 30 minutes to these games. They showing Walter Clayton Jr. with his improbable shots. We'll see what transpires here, but I think it'll be a great game all the way up to the end because it's been a great game so far. And if somebody was to pull away now, it would be a sad shame because we've been in this whole game for a great game. So hopefully, don't nobody pull away now. I'm similar to Brayton. I want to see Florida win, but Auburn is determined to have a say in that. Auburn is determined. 64-63, 6.5 to go. Full shot clock. Now it's ticking. Here is Pettiford, the freshman, brings it across half court. What's he gonna do with it? He gonna give it to Mazar. Mazar dumps it off to Johnson to Jones. I get Jones and Kelly mixed up sometimes. It is with Pettiford. Gave it to Broom. Broom. Now he's trying to back down. I don't. I, I've never been that impressed with Janai Broom, but some people like him. I don't even consider him a lottery pick, but I do think he should be drafted in the first round, though. Thomas Hall for a three, top of the key, missed it. Should he have taken that? He was open. You can't knock him for it. Bedford trying to pass it to Broom. I thought Denver Jones can't buy a shot. I would have called. I would have. He's looking for a foul. Richard, they call it travel. This game is just so out of control right now. This thing is out of control, folks. But hey, all I got to say one sentence: Who won it? Who won it? Tell me who won it, and we're gonna find out. Nice rip away, Chielu. Elijah Martin. Oh, no, you young man. No, you did not do him like that. No, you did not do him like that, young man. Tell me you did not just do that. Tell me he did not just do that. Flight 747 just took off. Broom, threw it away. Clumsy play. Here we go again. I was waiting for another highlight reel. I think we all were. This kid right here taking the elevator upstairs. And I think he just went from floor number 1 straight up to floor 9. He skipped 8 floors on his way up to that dunk. Kid know how to get up, don't he? 5 minutes on the clock, 3-point lead. Florida playing their hearts out. Auburn's gonna have to, kind of get it together. The last couple of possessions been shaky. Bizarre Baker driving, shot block. There's a foul, and of course, Florida don't agree. I wouldn't agree either, but it looked like there was some contact there. Todd Golden, Florida's coach, is like he can't believe it. See if it's a foul. it looked like Baker Mazar was the one who initiated the contact. If they had college challenges, that would have definitely been a challenge. 88%. He should make these. Then let's see what happens. What a crazy dunk, man! That should be on Sports Center. That's a Sports Center dunk. SCD Sports Center dunk. 64, 66, 447. And if you watching this game, I got one question for you. How is your blood pressure? This game is great, y'all. 65, 66. Florida leading by the slimmest of margins. Walter Clayton Jr., Thomas Hall. Hall ain't looking to shoot. Clayton Jr. coming on. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. Everybody's heard of Walter Payton, but what about Walter Clayton? Payton's a master at football, and Clayton Jr. is a master at basketball. Talking about pulling a shot out of nowhere. This guy, he never seen a shot he didn't like. But when he sees a shot, he's getting busy, averaging 18 points a game. Tonight, he got 27. And guess what? Florida needs every last Clayton Jr. basket. Florida up by 4. What happened? Said it was deflected. Okay, Auburn, 4 minutes left. Gotta do something. Gotta answer. Like I said, they've been a little shaky. They gotta pull it together, you know. This game is right there for them just as well. With 4 minutes, coming to 4 minutes, Chaney Johnson. Denver Jones can't buy a 3, but guess what? Denver Jones just brought himself a 3-pointer. A shooter does what? A shooter shoots. A shooter shoots. Clayton Jr. drove to the rim. He had a sweet little layup right there, but he didn't make it. And now it's a 1-point game again. And he was looking for a foul. Here's Denver Jones. Nobody's backing down. And that's what you love about basketball. Nobody's backing down. Elijah Martin. I thought we was going to get another highlight reel. Will Richard for 3. Condon gets the ball. Condon. He gets fouled. I don't agree with that Will Richard shot. He took that too quick, too fast, too early. Guys, Bruce Pearl is fired up. Ty Golden is fired up. I'm fired up. You fired up. We are in store for a great ending of a great game. And damn, that Buffalo Wild Wings look good on the TV right now. But what y'all think? Who y'all feel like gonna win? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You asking the wrong person. I'm asking you because I don't know. I'm just trying to enjoy this last 3 minutes. What a great game. Turnovers. Unforced turnovers. Well, that's somebody talking. That's somebody messaging me about UCLA. I don't even want to talk about us right now. I don't even want to talk about that game right now. I'm talking about unforced turnovers. It is what it is. The season is over. We on commercial break, guys. Got about 4 minutes left in this game. This has been a fantastic, phenomenal Final Four game in the men's. Florida and Auburn have been given everything. It's been an epic game. It ain't over yet. There's still a chance we could see more magic. Who knows? This thing might even come down to a final shot. This game has been absolutely fantastic. So just waiting on us to come back here. And we'll be back in a second. For some more fast paced, breakneck speed, intense men's college basketball action. And we're back right now showing a few ads here before we get back into the game. But you hear the NCAA theme music and it's almost trying to get this thing back going. Excuse me. It's that smoothie that got me burping. Okay, let's get it going, y'all. Come on, let's get it going. Say showing pictures of them selling tournament gear. 69-68 Florida hanging on by one. 27 points for Walter Clayton, 15 points for Janai Broom. Just been a fabulous game. And it ain't over. That's the best thing. It ain't over yet. So let's get this thing going. 3:20 exactly on the clock. Full shot clock. 68 Auburn, 69 Florida. Alex Condon going to the free throw line. He a 60% free throw shooter. It's a 1-and-1. So if he make that first one, he earned that second free throw. This is going to be huge. So can a big man step up, forward/center? Can he step up and make it do what it does? Let's see. Condon stepping up for the first free throw. He braked it. He braked it, y'all. He braked it. Tell her about 5 minutes. Here's Clayton Jr. Was that a foul? He got fouled. Okay. About it's going the other way. And don't ask me how. Maybe it was a bad screen. Something went wrong there. And then foul. Broom, foul charge. Foul charge on Broom. Charge on Broom. Now we're going back the other way. This game is nuts. Like Planters. You guys ever ate Planters? Peanuts? It's nuts. Like Planters out here. This is insane. Insanity. This is cuckoo. The insane asylum. This game is nuts. Florida up 1. Auburn down 1. 2.5 to go. We getting to the nitty gritty. This is getting wild. Clayton been out of control. Yeah, he trying to make it. Oh! Why you ain't tell me what just happened, Brayden? This kid just, what's the best way to describe it? He had the ball. Next thing I know, he was at the cup. Next thing I know, it was 2 points. I felt like I was watching 2K. Insane. Broom, if you shoot that three, instead he goes to the rim. He missed. He went up for the dunk. But his team would have not needed that three. And if he would have shot that three, it would have been insane. Just nobody at the rim. Just, that's part of it. Nobody was there. Like, they just forgot that we should defend the paint. We should defend the rim. They just completely forgot that they should be doing that. Three-point advantage. Was he fouled? Yeah, he got him. On the attempt for the dunk. That's a foul. He got him on the hand. Yeah, he most definitely got him on the hand right there. Get that man his free throws because he definitely got fouled. What are y'all doing? Where are y'all going? Don't overcomplicate. They're going to overcomplicate stuff. Just 2 minutes remaining, folks, with a full shot clock in a 71-68 game. Absolutely fantastic ball game on our hands. Can't say it enough. These two teams have been fighting tooth and nail. These two teams have been fighting, scratching and clawing, going back and forth. leaving it all out on the court, blood, sweat, body, tears, blood, everything. These guys are giving it everything that they have. And this has been a fantastic ball game once again. And you really can't say that enough. I sound like a parrot to keep repeating myself, but it is what it is. This game has been wonderful. I could kind of faintly hear what they saying, just faintly, and it sound like it sound like a common foul. But what are they looking at? There ain't nothing malicious about that. To, they love to draw these games out. The 30-second timeout. So they 30-second timeout. Craziness. I didn't see nothing there outside of the warning of giving the man his two free throws. Florida down to one timeout. Auburn's got three. Janai Broome will go to the free throw line with 2 minutes left. Epic free throws here if he can make them. Janai Broome cannot make his free throws. That is not going to bode well for him at the next level unless he works on that. Missing these free throws, you might send your team home, buddy. 59% free throw shooting, you must improve. He missed them both. But he gets his own rebound and he loses it. And he loses it. And it looks like Broome lost it off himself. Broome missed both free throws. Almost got his own board. Did get his board, but lost it. And now I'm in the stretch to figure out who's getting his ball. I think it was off on Auburn. Now they're doing another review. Oh my goodness. Now they're doing another review. Oh man. This game might go on for longer than I expected because of reviews. I need them to call a timeout. At least do a full timeout, like for a minute or two. Because I need to go. I need to go and let somebody know something real quick. But if they don't go on timeout, I'm stuck here with y'all. Which I would just simply, um, I would just keep the stream going and then I would come right back. Let's see what this call is. But if they here, then I guess I'm here. 68-61. That's still a score. It's 1 minute 56 seconds. This is our official review. These reviews, man. These reviews are killing my vibe. What are y'all doing? They trying to see where they trying to see if they go off on. They trying to see who it went off on. That went between Martin's legs and it never touched. Yeah, it never did touch. It never did touch. It's Florida ball. So it must have been off on Broome. It must have been off on Broome. Man, this game is great, y'all. This game is great. Clayton inbound. Martin pushes it right back to Martin. Back to Clayton. Clayton coming across half court. Slow walk up dribble. Gives it to Thomas Hall. Hall, nice pass from Richard. They whipping this ball around so quick I can't keep up. Hall to Clayton. Clayton looking for a little bit of separation, which is all he needs, and he gets an and one. And my oh Lord, holy, you know what? Clayton Jr. with an and one at just the right time, y'all. He makes circus shots. Mr. Walter Circus Clark. Circus shot Clayton Jr. with two and a chance for one more. And Florida trying to go up by the biggest lead they have of the night. True at the line, cool water swish at the stripe, and it's a 6-point lead with 90 seconds left. Auburn's got 3 timeouts. Bruce Pearl can't be afraid to use them. You don't get to take them with you. Auburn been out of whack here lately. Baker Mazar missed it. Florida with the rebound. Elijah Martin. Hey, what y'all smell? I tell you what I smell. I smell victory. But they pressuring the hell out of Mark Martin. Who get possession there? Auburn was pressuring the hell out of. They pressured the hell out of Baker. Elijah Martin. Boy, they swarm him like roaches to a donut. What's the call? Come on. Oh, the possession there went Auburn. No. 60 seconds. 6-point game. It ain't over. If they make it 3, this thing ain't over. Denver Jones cutting inside. He traveled. He traveled. And he made the 3. That's what sucks. Baker Mazar traveled when he could have had a 3. Yeah, buddy. You left your feet. That's it, man. You can't leave your feet, buddy. It sucks because he made the 3 too. Got a 6-point lead with 53 seconds left. And why Bruce Pearl ain't using his timeouts behooves me. Florida up with 53 seconds. Being up by 6 in this game is like being up by 28. Clay, Hall, back to Clayton. Over the half-court line. Richards tried to throw the alley-oop to Condon, but he got fouled by Johnson. Folks, I think this thing might be a wrap. 44 seconds left. The only way Florida loses is if they just wet the bed. Oh, he ain't getting no free throws. So it's still a 6-point lead. This game is crazy as I don't know what. It's a tie up now. (74-68), 40 seconds. 17 on the clock. Possession arrow, Florida. Can Florida hold on? We ain't getting no more commercials. I'm trying. Come on, y'all. I need this game to end because there's something I got to do so I can get, it's something I need to do, but I got to wait. I'm not finna kill the stream until it's over. Oh, nice shot. Thomas Hall. Thomas Hall with an and one shot. Man, this thing is, it's like that. It's like, I think it's lights out. Yeah. Free throw or no free throw. I think it's lights out. Florida gonna have to make their free throws today. They big man, and being sure game. Baker Mazar forced a 3. Baker Mazar, tell us how you really feel, son. 76-71. He just won't give up. Nice 3, right? Yeah, he just won't give up. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna leave the stream up and be right back. Not over yet. Be right back. So. So here we are, right? Here we are. Had to run it. Had to make a quick run real fast. 31.6 left. Auburn, 71. Florida, 76. They up by 5. Florida got the ball. They just got to play smart. You got to get it in. Had to use the last time out. Had to use the last time out, man. So, I don't know, this last 2 minutes. All disappointed. Auburn fans looking sad and disappointed. That's just part of it. It ain't over, but Auburn's gonna need, something to go their way here. They're gonna need a turnover or miss free throws. And if Florida gets the ball in Clayton Jr.'s hand, he gonna sop this thing away at the free throw line with a couple of cool water swishes. And if he does that, I say if Auburn can make if Florida can make maybe 4 free throws, they get on back off. Auburn gonna back off. So you want to foul Clayton Jr. or Will Richard if you Florida, that's who you want to get fouled because they can go to the free throw line and make those. Everybody else kind of rough percentage on free throw shooting. Does Auburn have any fight left? Let's see. 30 seconds left. I expect a lot of ball pressure. Full court. I expect the press coming from Auburn and try to force a turnover. We're going to see what happens. Clayton gets an inbound to Martin. Then they all up on him. They trying to get it tied up. Wow. Well, Auburn has the possession arrow. They don't want to foul. That possession arrow is a mofo. Martin has to move that ball. You got to get rid of it. Man, don't be talking like that, Brady. What kind of shot? Tough shot by Kelly, my butt. No, you do not need that. Why would they pressure them and do all that tight defense and get the possession only to take a low percentage shot? You just bailed Florida out. Hello, IQ basketball. Hello, Auburn. That low percentage shot fading away. Baseline. And Florida's bigs are having a miserable night from the free throw line. And the door will remain open as it is a 2-possession game. But if Auburn could score and make free throws, and the door stays open, he splits a pair. It's a 2-possession game. 77-71, 22 seconds and ticking. Pettiford gets fouled on a dunk attempt. Boy, they're gonna draw this game all the way out, bro. I don't think there's a chance he could have dunked that. No, he might have got all the way up there if Condon didn't impede his progress. A tough fall though. Why Bruce Kelly? I didn't call this man everything. I didn't call him Bruce Weber, who was the Illinois coach at one point. I didn't call him Bruce. Now I call him Bruce Kelly. I mean Bruce Pearl using his timeout. So I don't know what he's saving them for. You need both of these free throws, and then you need a turnover or a tie up. But you also gonna have to foul because you're running out of time. No matter what happens, Auburn has had a fantastic season. They're proving me wrong and many others, and have shitted the known as Fraudburn. You make it to the Final Four and you represent right. Hello, UCLA. You represent right. You had a fantastic season. What is this? Don't let them trap you. Good, good. Keep that ball moving. Yeah. This Auburn, they better run out of time. It's a wrap. I mean, yeah, they got two timeouts, but Florida's gonna have to miss free throws like crazy, and Auburn's gonna have to make a free throw. I mean, a 3 point. Florida needs to miss free throws, and Auburn needs threes. Speaking of missing, here's another miss. Stop leaving the door open. Don't you feel that draft? Thomas Hall for the second or two. The bigs have been struggling from the stripe. Miss both. Oh, nice rebound, Chin. Like got it to get the right man. Walter Clayton Jr. This thing is they going down, down, baby. Auburn is going down. Florida got lucky. How they you talking about with the no Chin Gate? Chinleilu just was in the right place at the right time, which I guess you could consider that luck. Right place, right time. Sometimes it could be the wrong thing to be in the right place. You know, you could be in the wrong place, at the right time. You be in the right place at the wrong time. You just never know how it goes down. But he got that rebound now. I guess Auburn fell asleep. He wanted it more, and they got it to the right guy, though. Tell me they didn't get it to the right guy. Definitely, those free throws is cash. Cool water swish. Good night. Rockabye, baby. Auburn is gone. Looks like Florida will be moving on. Florida, Walter Clayton Jr., second free throw. This thing's a wrap, man. Auburn put on, but Florida put on just a little bit more. Wow, three. That's a wrap, man. Braden, you called it. That's it. That's a game. Florida to the championship game. It does feel great to well, I picked Florida to be in the Natty. And I picked South Carolina from the women's side to be in the Natty. So at least I got those two right. We'll see if Duke can get in. Um, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's how you gonna talk. I'm gonna have to get you up out of here, Big Kappa. I ain't got time. But anyway, I don't have to get you up out of here because I'm finna end this stream in like I'm probably gonna end the stream in like 2 minutes because I gotta go bake some cookies or whatever they keep on asking me to get up here and bake some cookies. So I gotta go bake like a tray full of cookies. No, they're not from scratch. Just gotta cut the package open and kind of lay them out on the sheet. So I'm gonna do that. See, Rhino is doing the UFL right now. So um, see when the next game come on. I will be watching that. That'll come on probably in like probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes from now. So I'm probably gonna leave it on UFL for a bit until the Duke game start. I'm gonna enjoy that, and I suggest y'all. Um, ain't nobody playing, bro. This ain't no playground. But yeah, I definitely check out the second game. That's what I'm gonna do. Just not gonna stream it, but if the man cave S God, y'all go here. If y'all want to find the streaming and streaming it, S God said he gonna stream it. So just type in the man cave. That's the man dash K S dash God, and he said he gonna do. His team is Duke, so he gonna do the Duke and Houston game, and I'm probably gonna pop in over there. But definitely be watching that game. Gonna look at this UFL game for a minute. Gonna go check on Rise and Rhino, see what's going on with his channel, and just cool out and just enjoy the second game. This game was classic. This game was an easy one to watch again because it was great. It was fantastic. I do want to salute everybody for coming through. Shout out to S God. Salute to Michelle for coming through. Braden. Salute to Nate that came through earlier. Salute to everybody that came through here. Purple Stick Woman. Everybody that just came through. I do appreciate y'all. Official Jaguar Gator 9. Came through with a raid. So yeah, man. Let me you see how I don't know how to do this, but yeah, here you go. I'm gonna mod you up because I don't even think I got one mod, and they'll never come through like that. Sometimes they come through, so I'm just gonna mod you up. I don't have no mods like that. So yeah, I know you gonna be all to the good, on the mod thing. So yeah, just had to mod you up. So yeah, click that link. If that link showing, go on over there and check him out. He do Knicks games, Duke games, all of that. The good content is over there. Uh, Giants games, So yeah, now it's popping up. I'm out at you. So yeah, man, it's good. This was a great game. Let me get up here and make these cookies or whatever. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Salute to y'all. That was a great game. I'm glad I decided to watch that one and call that one. Check that one out on stream with y'all. Fantastic game. Look forward to Florida playing another wonderful game in the national game against either one of these teams, Duke or Houston. And with that, yeah, salute. Thank y'all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been awesome. Basketball all day, all the time. It's great stuff. And with that, I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. I'm out.